you can, make big rockets all you want. I mean, that's what I did for the first, 120 hours that I have on this game. Just the biggest and fastest of rockets.
You don't think it's... I don't know.
What?
Nothing. Nothing. I just meant to say something, then I stopped. Have you ever gotten to the moon?
No,
Ooh,
but I've...
those ejections are really cool. When you release the rockets on the side.
Oh, right? It looks fucking professional, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It keeps it from
What are
smacking
what
into
are
you.
those called?
Jetrons, I think. They're on the engines page.
Yeah.
They're at towards the bottom, I think. They're small little ones.
Yeah. So you have them, at the so they start at the time you go into the next stage, or...
Yeah, once I jettison them from the couplers that are on the side,
Yeah.
I have those engaged.
I don't think you need those, small thrusters, do you?
The RCS
Yeah.
probably don't need them, but when you're turning, it helps a lot.
Mm.
And the engine that I'm using, the mainsail, does have thrust vectoring on it,
Yeah.
but it can only vector to a certain degree. I need to take these off. I need to take... nothing blew up, thank God. Oh, sticky keys? Nope. There's a question for you since you're so smart in computer settings and shit.
What?
How do I when you hit shift 5 times and that little thingy comes up for the sticky keys?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can
Oh,
disable that. At least I've never had been able to find out.
that shit's fucking AIDS, dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to hit shift 5 times in a row.
Yeah. I've had that once now.
Add maneuver. I don't think I was gonna make it. I don't think I have enough fuel, but okay, let's try it.
Well, my...
When you hit shift five
I'm
times and
streaming
that
right
little
now just on
thingy comes up for
YouTube.
the sticky keys.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But I put down the quality like way down just to be so it won't crash while, because it like, oh, you got too poor of a connection, please lower the quality. So I just lowered it way down.
You need that fiber to come in.
Yeah, it's coming in. I think uh, in what, 10 days or something. I'll just send you the link to my YouTube page if you wanna
Cool. I'll check it out in just a
see my
second.
launch. One of my creations. it's not very efficient, and it's not, you know, I've only done like 3 variants of rockets, and I first like started off making a really big one, and at that point I didn't know you had to toggle on the SAS, so like trying to manually control the the
Oh
stability
my
of it,
gosh.
that was so bad.
I'm getting so close, dude. Okay, we got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. I need an additional 157 meters per second of fuel that I can add to my airplane. So we're gonna drop these pods. We probably don't need that many RCS pods, and hopefully that will reduce our weight enough. Here, let me check out the. Let's see a rocket.
What are those RCS pods?
They're like side fuel pods.
Hmm.
Or like external pods. You know how like there's generally like the circle ones.
Yeah.
Like those ones are ones that you would attach externally, but they're fairly light. And if you don't need that much RCS fuel, which I don't, is what I'm starting to kind of realize. So hopefully me reducing these just give me just a little less mass. It also makes me slightly uncomfortable though. I can always bring up more RCS fuel though if I do actually get it into orbit. Oh, I also don't need 3 astronauts. I only need 2.
Dead weight.
So, sorry, Bob. Bob Kerman's getting cut from the crew. I need like to take everything out that I don't need. Let's try this. We're like there. I needed only 157 more meters.
How do you set these objectives?
Like in the orbit or in space?
Yeah, like you're trying to, you're like trying to make, bring the space station to an orbit, and you can see where it's supposed to go and where you're supposed to go.
So you like you hit M, it'll bring up like the space map view. You'll right click on the blue line. I usually right click it on the apoapsis, which is the peak of the thing.
The thing.
And then a bunch of little symbols will pop up, and then you drag the furthest right symbol to the right, and it'll stretch it out. And those symbols are just so you can adjust it, so you can kind of play around with it to see what you want to do to the orbit. Okay. All right, here we go. And I read some things today on like when to start the gravity turn.
Yeah.
So doing that kind of helps a little bit. Because before I was just trying to rocket it straight up.
Yeah.
Which is good if you just want to get to space quick, but it's not the most efficient way if you're trying to orbit.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if you hear a bunch of clicking.
No problem.
How is the gym?
Okay.
Damn.
Nothing fancy. Just leg day. Not a fan of leg
Just
day.
leg day?
Yeah, not a fan
Ooh,
of leg
not.
day.
Damn.
But you gotta do it, I guess.
I guess so. Quick. 52 seconds.
I just changed some shit around. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. Wow. Getting those are a lot of things.
Enable crossfeed. Enable crossfeed. Enable crossfeed. Enable crossfeed.
Enable crossfeed. Is that...
Oh shit. Crossfeed. If you right click on the decouplers,
Yeah.
You can enable crossfeed between the multiple tanks that you might have on board. Nope. Fail. All right. Let's fucking get it this time. We're also going to change this a little bit. We got it this time. It's in the bag. We're going to take off this engine.